Have you ever wondered what it feels like to move from middle class to wealthy? Or do you believe in the magic of sudden wealth? Now, we're all familiar with the roller coaster ride that is the middle class life. It's a bit like a chaotic fairground attraction. One moment you're grinning ear to ear, thrilled by the ride, and the next you're clutching your stomach, wondering if you'll make it out without losing your lunch. The common middle-class financial struggles are no joke. The bills, the mortgage, the kids' education, saving for that elusive vacation, they all add up faster than a speeding roller coaster. It's a ride that leaves you breathless, exhilarated, and at times downright terrified. But here's a thought to ponder. As American author Robert Collier once said, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out." So ask yourself, are you putting in those small efforts? But what if I told you there are signs that you're on your way from the middle-class mayhem to the wealthy wonderland? Yes, folks, there are signs that hint at your upward financial mobility. And no, it's not just about buying a yacht or a private island. It's about the subtle shifts in your financial habits that can catapult you from middle class to the land of the wealthy. First off, let's talk about savings. If you've noticed your savings account looking healthier than ever, that's a good sign. It's not as flashy as a diamond-encrusted watch, but the sparkle in your bank account is a far more enduring symbol of wealth. Remember, the goal isn't to earn money to spend it, but to save it. As Warren Buffett once said, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Next, we have diversified income streams. If you're not relying solely on your 9-to-5 job to pay the bills, you're headed in the right direction. Maybe you've started a side hustle, invested in stocks, or rented out that extra room on Airbnb. It's not as glamorous as parking a new Lamborghini in your driveway every year, but it's a surefire way to build wealth. Finally, if you've started making your money work for you, then you're really onto something. This could mean anything from investing in real estate to letting your money grow in a high-yield savings account. It's less about showing off a gold-plated toilet seat and more about understanding the magic of compound interest. So if you're doing these things, congratulations. You might be on your way to the wealthy wonderland. But what if you're not? What if your savings account is more of a savings account and your income stream feels more like a trickle than a flood? How can you make the transition from financially okay to financially great? And most importantly, how can you do it without resorting to buying a gold-plated toilet seat? Because let's be honest, no one really needs that, right? If you're not seeing these signs yet, don't fret. Maybe you're just stuck in a middle-class traffic jam. Now let's talk about how to navigate this road to wealth. First up, set your financial goals. Think of them as your GPS coordinates. They give you a direction, a purpose. And remember, we're not talking about goals like buy a yacht by next Tuesday. We're talking realistic, achievable targets that stretch you but don't break you. Next, let's talk about investing wisely. No, this isn't about getting lucky with the next big tech startup. It's about steadily building a diverse portfolio. You know, like a good cheese board. A bit of this, a bit of that, all working together to create a delicious financial future. And let's not forget managing expenses. It's like going on a diet, but instead of shedding pounds, you're shedding debts. The goal is to get lean and mean, financially speaking. Keep an eye on your spending habits. If your money is disappearing faster than a magician's rabbit, it might be time to tighten the belt. To quote the great Warren Buffett, do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. Wise words indeed. Remember, becoming wealthy is less about the destination and more about the journey. So buckle up. It's going to be an interesting ride. As Oscar Wilde once said, "When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is." We've had a look at some clear signs and tips on your journey from the middle class to the wealthy wonderland. It's always fascinating to hear about your own signs of wealth accumulation. So what are your signs of moving from middle class to wealthy? Drop your stories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Who knows, the next video might just make you a millionaire.